Assalamualaikum and a very good evening I greet to all of you, my fellow classmates, and to my dear lecturer. My name is Sabrina Syahirah Binti Sukiman and I'm from MC 24221A. Today I'm going to give my speech about sex education. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already in the era of 21st century, but the topic of sexuality is still considered as taboo in Malaysia, yet people still act ignorant as the increase of social problems continue to rise rapidly from time to time. According to a recent 2019 study by the Center for Governance of Political Studies, CENGPS, every year approximately there are 3,000 rape cases, 18,000 of teenage pregnancies, and 100 cases of baby dumping. For your information, sexual health education consists a comprehensive curriculum that covers the topic about safe sex, sexuality, healthy relationship, consent, and etc. However, the public have a different opinion against this matter as they thought it would encourage their children to get into the social problems. You have to understand that Malaysian younger generation nowadays are moving towards to an open-minded community. The adverse consequences of early sexual irritation such as an increase of sexual lifetime partner, unwanted pregnancy, and sexually transmitted infection will continue growing and affect our country development. So today I'm going to explain about the barriers or the challenge in implementing the sex education in Malaysia, the role of social factors in teenage behaviors, and the implications. Moving forward to the barriers in implementing sex education in Malaysia. Firstly, acceptability. Malaysia is a multicultural country that have three main races, which is Malay, Chinese, and Indian, with the different cultures, religion, and socio-economic background. Thus, it is a challenge to the social-cultural values to this population. So, this matter has been erratic due to moral and religion concern. Establishing sex education in Malaysia is not an easy feat to do so, as the school system is based on examination and it pressures both the teachers and the students. The teachers might give the students inaccurate information about sex education, or they will shy away when the student asks them about this matter, or they will use metaphors that causes the students to not understand the topic clearly. Third is community awareness. Generally, Malaysian parents lack an awareness to their children's sexual behavior and do not understand their needs or the needs to educate them. As the current understanding of contraception is they thought that it will lead to infertility and abortion or side effects such as mood swings and weight gains. However, one of the actual functions of contraception is for the treatment of debilitating reproductive disorder such as endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Next is the role of social factors in teenage sexual behaviors. Firstly, school environment. It is advisable for the female and male students to be segregated in order to counter any feelings of awkwardness or embarrassment between the teachers and the students. And if the school teachers may not equip or interested with the program, we recommend to appoint trainers such as midwives or nurses that are professional in this matter. This policy has been applied at some certain countries such as Nigeria and Chile. Second is the role of family. Parents should be able to communicate and spend time educating their children on this matter as they have the ability to influence their children's decision making. Parents should teach their children on sex education according to their age level because their children's age development varies. For example, at the age of 7 to 10 years old, they should be taught on the manners of asking permission and the adab of sight. And at the age of 10 to 14 years old, they should be taught on how to hinder themselves from lust and desire. The adab of sexual relationship can be exposed to them when they are at the age of 14 to 16 years old. And lastly, they should be taught on how to take care of their honor and self-respect. Third is the role of religion. For example, in the teaching of Islam, sex education is to nurture the appropriate lust and desire. Meanwhile, the fourth is the role of media. Media is one of the main sources to gain information about this matter. The fifth social factors is the Minister of Education is to create a comprehensive sex education programs by using the UNESCO sex education curricula as the foundation of references. Moving on to the implication of sex education in Malaysia. Firstly, parents' involvement should be the integral part in the sex education curricula. Second, the teachers should be equipped with special training and educate the students with knowledge and skills for effective teaching and correct understanding. Last but not least, the conclusion. From my perspective, implementing sex education might be challenging. Thus, we need to rise together and promote awareness to our family, teachers, community leaders, religious authority and policy makers to make a desired change in the public opinion against the matter. Therefore, with proper education and teaching, teenagers should be able to decide for themselves on what are the positive qualities of relationships. Your generation is so touchy. Information is empowering. Credit to Jean Wilburn, a character from Sex Education series in Netflix.